Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Board YouTube channel for your Wednesday morning pick and roll live stream with myself, Jacob, and my co-host Pips to hear his free pick for today with a pretty good slate to work with. We have one free pick coming at you guys. So if you enjoyed what you see from today's show and you're tailing the bet, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you're up to date on all of the content that we have coming your way for the rest of the regular season, for the playoffs, and beyond. Again, right here on the Board YouTube channel. For that free pick, we are going to be going to the Caesars Sportsbook. And what's going to happen, I'll give you the pick. We'll hear Pips' analysis on the pick. Then we'll go through any discussion topics we have that are trending in the NBA before wrapping up the show, recapping the pick that we have. So let's get started here. The play is in the Wolves and Nuggets game, a colossal collision at the top of the NBA's Western Conference. This is a game of utmost importance towards the NBA standings, and we're very much hoping that Nikola Jokic is up to snuff with an over 27.5 point performance. We're going to get that bet for minus 117 odds. Once again, that is available at the Caesars Sportsbook. Other places you may be able to find this, if you cannot bet at Caesars, it's minus 120 at DraftKings, FanDuel, BetMGM, ESPN Bet. So no matter where you're playing, no matter where you're going to be betting this, you're going to be able to get a good price on this one. But we're going to get the best one here available at Caesars Sportsbook for the widely available options. As always, make sure you use an odds comparison tool like the BetStamp app to see what's available in your region and maximize your price. We tend to go with the ones that are widely available to the masses. In this case, it is at Caesars. So, Pips, let's go over to you. Jokic, gone to him a lot this season, but what do you see about the matchup here tonight against the Timberwolves that makes you want to go with his over on points?
We had the same bet in the last game, similar bet in the last game when they played. Jokic dominated this matchup the entire season. If we take a look, like career-wise, against the Gobert, he always had success. They are trying to just let him get his. This is just showing without Jamal Murray, who played last night. It's a back-to-back game. He's doubtful to play. Jokic is taking a bigger load when Jamal Murray is out, especially against the team that's good against spot-up shooters. So KCP and Michael Porter Jr. won't have as much wide open looks. So it's down to Nikola Jokic getting the work done inside. We can see that last game without Jamal Murray against the Wolves. He had 32 points. It was a very game where he also missed some easy shots. Bunny still ended up with 32, so I'm going back to it. Like I watched the game, I think that he didn't play good at all, and he still ended up with 32 points. I think he can do even better than that. So yeah, it's important game, and game like this game should probably decide who is the first in the conference. So yeah, I think he'll be up there playing his best game against Gobert and single coverage and can't stop Jokic.
So there we have it. Jokic is the play for today. Does the fact that this is such an important game concern you at all about Jamal Murray's health status for this one, or is doubtful enough for you to say he's likely not going to play?
Yeah, he's listed as doubtful. He missed a lot of games. I don't think they. I don't think. I mean, they want to win, of course, but I don't think. I mean, he missed 7 games, then came back in the last two, and I don't think he's playing on back to back. Honestly, he was sitting out back to back even earlier this season. So yeah, I just don't think he'll be playing back to back. But if he does, not a big problem for this matchup at all.
All right, so there we go. Jokic on this one. Does the Gobert matchup at all give you any worries to Jokic's ability to cover this one?
I think it's a good matchup because they will most of the time they will just let him do his against Gobert. Maybe they start some like Nas Reed or like other player on the Jokic. Still, like he'll do great in that matchup.
So a lot of
Last time
single
they tried
coverage.
everything. He scored 32. He scored 32 even though he didn't have a great game. So probably should be good enough. Like last game, Jokic shot 45% from the field, 11 of 24, and got all the way up to the 32 points. So, yeah, I think we just need him being aggressive. And in that game, 23 field goal attempts and 13 free throws is the game we love to see for you.
So aggression should follow, or should be here for Jokic in such a big performance, especially if he is getting single coverage. Then you're going to see Jokic go into town, hopefully on the inside. So let's go to the recap now of the previous show's bets, as we always do every show, transparently recapping the record. It was a 1-1 day. Brunson earlier in the night at least, cashed absolutely easily. We had over 24.5 points, over 6.5 assists, finishes with 45 points and 8 assists. So he nice and comfortable, cashed it early in the fourth quarter on the assists. But our second play, unfortunately, is a loser here. LeBron James crushes the 20-point line, ends with 33. Curry, despite playing fantastically, goes 7 of 9 from the field, only gets 23. We needed 25. And part of the reason why he didn't get enough shots up for us is because, well, everybody on the Warriors played well. Podziemski played really well. Thompson played really well. Draymond Green started the game 5 of 5 from 3 and 5 of 7 from 3. So even Curry going 6 of 6 on threes is not enough here. I kind of summed it up a little bit already, but Pips, any words from these two bets here?
Yeah, everything was going for everyone. Everyone got the shots up. Everyone made the shots. He didn't try much. He didn't need to do much. They were up 20 or more almost the entire game. This is the lowest usage game for Steph Curry seen over the last 2 years. Exactly at the spot where we take him. We didn't take Curry this season at all almost. Like this is probably the second time we are on him. And we have the lowest usage game over the last 2 years. Yeah. When AD was ruled out, I was like, Lakers will get destroyed now. And didn't help. That didn't help at all.
Yeah. Unfortunate there, but a split day after the previous show gave us the winner, which also involved Jokic, by the way. But hopefully Jokic can cash us in today and get us some nice profit on the week. Let's go to some discussion pieces here. First of all, I think we have to talk about Giannis. So the way things looked after Giannis fell to the floor during yesterday's game after a non-contact injury made it seem like a serious injury had occurred. However, there's been no significant damage to Giannis's Achilles. It's going to be 1 to 2 weeks of absence for Giannis. But how do you think this might affect the Bucks for the rest of the way here? They are playing the Magic twice and the Thunder in their final 3 games of the season. They will be very likely without Giannis for all 3 of these. The Knicks are 1 game behind them in the standings. The Cavaliers and Magic are 2 games behind them in the standings. Even the Pacers now in 6 are 2.5 games back. I know it's only 3 games left, but even still, do you think the Bucks are going to be able to do enough to hold on to this top 2 seed?
Very difficult. Good thing is Magic lost to my Rockets last night, so that helped tremendously.
That was a bad loss, honestly. I
Yeah,
know the
very
Rockets
bad.
been playing well, but that's a bad loss for
I
Orlando.
mean, yeah. I mean, it's some to the Magic playing poor, but Franz Wagner was out. When he's out, they just don't have enough on offense. It's Banchero, Fultz, Suggs, Gary Harris. Like that's just no like zero creation
It's
almost.
lacking.
So
Yeah.
it was easy to defend against. So I wasn't surprised that we won last night. Uh, Cavs are playing Grizzlies. That's an easy win. They are playing Hornets. That's an easy win. Should be, unless we are betting the money line on Cavs against the Hornets, like a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And they have a huge game against the Pacers, and that will probably decide. So Cavs could probably go 2-1, 2-1 for sure. 3-0 could be it. So Cavs could go up to 49 wins, potentially going to 9 wins. Knicks are playing Celtics, Bulls, and the Nets. So potential 2-1 for the Knicks. Knicks going up to 49 wins. So we have Cavaliers at 49 probably, Knicks at 49 probably, and the Bucks have three difficult games, maybe getting one. So we could have three teams with 49 wins in the second, third, and fourth place.
Wow, it's gonna be
That
it's gonna be quite the finale for this season in the
Yeah,
East.
that would be interesting. And actually, but Magic could like it's interesting. If Magic won against Houston, we could see Magic with 49 as well. So that will be very, very interesting. I don't see Bucks beating Magic twice and then winning against the OKC. So 3-0 is probably out of the like way without Giannis the way where they were playing. I can honestly see them going 0-3 more likely than 3-0. But realistically, 1-2 or 2-1, like
Yeah,
that's realistic.
yeah. So hey, we'll see if they can hang on to the position. But their first round matchup may prove to be difficult if it's especially if it's the 76ers. I mean, the Heat won't be easy if it's them, and the Pacers have had their number this season, and it could also be them they get in the first round, even if they are the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. That is absolutely something that I'm looking forward to seeing. I think there's going to be a very interesting matchup, no matter who the Bucks end up getting in the first round, based on who the
I'll
matchups
say
are likely to be.
I'll I'll say very interesting will be Giannis not back and playing against the 76ers with healthy Embiid.
Right? Yeah. That.
Yeah, that will be interesting 2-7 matchup. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. The East. I won't call it wide open because Boston are there, but like other than Boston, it's wide open. We could see some strange teams get to the conference final. It could, I don't know, repeat of last season where the 8 seed ends up getting all the way there, because it could be the Heat, it could be the 76ers who end up in that 8 spot. Another game I wanted to talk about today on the show. Do you know which game I'm going to bring up?
Yeah, probably Suns scoring 4 points in the first
So,
11 minutes. Yeah.
so yes, we're gonna talk about the Phoenix Suns and the Los Angeles Clippers. After the first quarter, it was 37-10 for the Clippers. However, at one point, I believe it was it 35-4 or was it 36-4?
I think it's
Uh,
35-4 with 1 minute left. 1 minute and 20 seconds. Something
35 to
like that.
4 for the Clippers with 1 minute to go in the first quarter. This is a game where Kawhi Leonard did not play, but who did play? Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal. A rare occasion where all three of the
And
Suns' star
the best
players are in.
and the best shooter in the league, Grayson Allen, who was 0 from 8.
Who went 0 from 8. Yeah, a much bigger semblance of an actual NBA team for the Suns in this one. And that loss, I mean, as bad as it is, a loss is just one loss, but it was enough to put them 7th in the NBA standings, perhaps briefly. And the prize for the Suns after such a brutal loss is they play the Clippers again today. And they're favored by 4. But, Pips, what the hell happened here? 3 superstar players, Grayson Allen, the best shooter in the league this season, Eubanks rounding it off, but you still get tons of minutes from Eric Gordon. You still get tons of minutes from Royce O'Neal. What happened here?
I rewatched the entire first quarter before the show, and I'll be honest, it was just honestly, as absurd it sounds, they just missed the shots. Like they were not creating like high quality shots, but KD, Booker, and Beal are usually making those shots. Like, they were
Yeah.
shooting mid-range shots. I think KD missed a wide open layup twice, and Booker missed a wide open layup, and Bradley Beal missed a wide open layup. That's not happening over a stretch of an entire month, and it all happened in the first quarter. After the first quarter, I think for the rest of the game, Suns won by 20 or something. Like
Yeah, it ended a 13-point game. They, in fact, won the third quarter 35-18.
at one point, they were down to like 8, I think, or 9. I know it was single digit at one point. So yeah, Eubank starting was the one of the key reasons why they went down so
Defense.
bad. Not key reason, like missing shots and Eubanks starting for them. It's a weird game. I rewatched it and I like it's not an effort thing. They were trying, but and not like zero shots went in. Like when they were down 35-4, 4 points came from floaters by Eubanks. That's it. Like
Right.
Eubanks, the worst player on the court, scored only 4 points of the entire Phoenix Suns. I think just poor shooting night, poor effort, like poor energy, not effort, poor energy from the Suns to start the game. Shots not falling. They didn't panic. They just played their game. They came back into it, but it was like insane letdown in the first quarter that they couldn't come back from.
Sometimes,
Tonight,
go
I'll
ahead.
put them as favorites. Tonight, I'll put them as favorites
Yeah,
again because
yeah, they're
I
four
think
point
they're winning.
favorites.
Yeah, I
Sometimes you just have those nights where shots are just not falling. Like sometimes players just have those nights. And I guess there's always the percentage chance that that sort of night falls on all three of your main players. It's just one of those weird nights where, the stars align, so to speak, maybe negatively, and everything just goes wrong for 12 minutes. And you get some
yeah
embarrassing screenshots
yeah.
posted on
I
Twitter.
wouldn't I wouldn't even say like for the entire game. I'll just say for the first quarter. Like
Yeah,
the rest of the
because
game,
the rest of it was
everyone shot.
close. In fact, the Suns dominated the rest of the game.
Yeah, and
Granted,
also in the first quarter, Clippers just made ridiculous some shooting like very. I will say like quality of shots in the first quarter was basically the same from both teams. Just one variance went to another side for one team, and variance went complete other side for another for the other team. Like first quarter, I think Paul George made three crazy step back threes. He was three from the three, and that's it. On the other side, you had Suns going 2 from 19. Bradley Beal, KD, and Booker combined 0 for 12. And then if you take a look at the second half, KD 56% from the field, Bradley Beal 67% from the field, and Booker made like 7 free throws, and that's it. Like second half, it was like above average shooting night
yeah,
for
just
this.
I guess one of those strange games. It's just the Suns over the years have been prone to some ridiculous defeats. It just happens to them again
Yeah.
here. Hopefully not in an elimination game in the playoffs again, because they have a tendency to do that. But they got to make the playoffs first, I suppose, because at this point they currently sit, as I said, in one of those play-in tournament positions. So, anything to add?
KD also like recent like last 2 games he shot poorly. Like last 2 games in a row he shot 8 from 22, 2 losses. He kind of needs to be better, especially the way Booker now Booker grabs more attention than KD from defense. I never lived to see it, but now I am. And Booker is getting much more attention, much more coverages than KD did last 2 games. And KD just shot 8 from 22. You can't win the games when they throw everything on Booker to shut him down, and you have KD as second best player, and he's shooting 35% from the field. That's just
Yeah.
not gonna cut it. So expecting KD to be way better tonight.
Yeah. Pelicans have a somewhat difficult schedule, but the Suns, they still have to play. They play the Clippers tonight, the Kings on Friday, and the Timberwolves on Sunday. And that could be a big game for the Timberwolves still. So not an easy schedule, but looking at the teams around them, nobody really has an easy schedule the rest of the way. Every win matters. The season is coming to a close here. Big games all over the slate. And there's a big game in the game. There's a big game involved with the bet for today. The Minnesota Timberwolves and Denver Nuggets vying for that 1 seed in the Western Conference. And we're going to be taking Nikola Jokic over 27.5 points in that game. That was minus 117 at Caesars. It was also available for minus 120 at BetMGM, FanDuel, DraftKings, and ESPN Bet. But check what's available in your region, of course, using a tool like the BetStamp app. And see what's available in your region to sign up to with a link that is pinned in chat, and that is also in the description. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching yet another stream here on the Board YouTube channel. Me and Pips will be back tomorrow with more from Pick and Roll. Hopefully celebrating a win, but ready for more free picks from Pips. We'll hopefully see you there.